Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we're going to take a look at another insert by e-Raptor. This one's for Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. This video is brought to you by our Patreon supporters. Thank you everyone for your support. It is much appreciated. Today we're going to look at first my current solution, then we're going to tear that out of the box. We're going to put together the insert. We'll see how long it takes to put together. Then we'll put all the components from the game into the new insert by e-Raptor and take a look at it, inspect it a little bit, put it back in the box. I'll give you guys my initial thoughts. And full disclosure, e-Raptor sent me this product for review, but I'm not being paid for this video, and these thoughts are all my own. Okay, so I wanted to go over some features of the insert to try to answer some questions you may have in advance. If you do have any additional questions, leave them in the comments below or head on over to the e-Raptor website, which I've linked down in the video description. You can also ask your questions there from the creator of the insert. So number one, this insert was designed for the core game with that 5th character Niamh expansion. So I have that expansion so that we'll see how that fits in. Also, it has official UV printed art from Awakened Realms that was provided from the creator of the game to use in here that has the Tainted Grail art. So we'll take a look at that closely and see how that looks. It also fits sleeved cards. It's made from a high quality HDF wood, which I'm assuming stands for high density fiber. And it's no glue required. You just snap this thing together. Also, future inserts are coming for the future expansions for this game. They're supposedly working on them or they're coming. But this information was gathered from the e-Raptor website. Like I said, you can find the link in the description below for more information. All right, let's take a look at my current solution here and see how it's stored in the box. And I love the insert that this game came with, by the way. So this e-Raptor insert has some shoes to fill here. So this is just an art book that I got with my copy of the game. I don't know if this is supposed to fit in or not. We'll see, but I just keep it in the box. It fits normally. So we'll try to fit it in after, but if it doesn't, I don't think it comes with every copy of the game. I'm not sure, but it's just an additional art book, which is pretty sick. So we'll just throw it off to the side. And then we got some maps and all the papers and books and the giant book of stories, the exploration journal there. So all the paper stuff on the top. Then it's divided up by this clear plastic sheet here. And then you have your characters in here with a nice little insert to put your finger in here to grab the characters. There's that 5th character expansion, which is literally just her piece of cardboard like this. You can just use her with any board. So they give you the 4 player boards and then just this 5th character. And she has a miniature too and some cards. And that all is in the base game that I got. So we'll throw that off to the side. And then you just take out this plastic part. There's some finger slots on the side here. So like I love this. I love when games do this. Like Too Many Bones does this, has a nice clear divider in their core set. So does Mage Knight Ultimate Edition, which is neat. I just like that, and it's got the logo engraved. So like I love this. I love the presentation here. I love how everything fits. A lot of time was spent in this design. So all the miniatures, they click in nice into this. I don't know what that's called. I like molded plastic, but it's durable. You got your dice, your cards, your tokens. I just put them in bags here. I don't know if they should go in a different slot, but you have like 4 slots here for saving your characters. So I still have some cards in there. Then we got all the cards for the other characters and that kind of stuff down here, and some more tokens and things. Just threw them in baggies. And we got the tall tarot size cards here, the locations. I don't really want to show much there in case, you know, you just bought the game. I don't want to spoil anything for you other than when you just kind of open the box and see stuff. Hopefully none of that happened there. But this is the insert. It's like a sick insert. They divide it even when you're like in progress. They have other slots to put like the long cards that you're using or not using in different divided slots. Same with the small cards. And there's lots of little divider things in here. Dividing up your cards by character and that kind of thing. I do have some cards sleeved, but I don't have all of it sleeved. But yes, on the website it does talk about sleeve cards should fit in here and fit in the other insert. So I won't show a fully sleeved set, obviously, but supposedly it works in the new insert. But all right, let's take a look at the new insert. All right, first things first. This is amazing packaging. Like the art and the iconography and the text and everything looks so great. Look at this high detailed sticker here. This is just crazy. Made in Poland. Yeah, that's just a lot of work went into the design of this packaging. I'm totally kidding. There's just in a plain cardboard, boring box. That's how most of them come. Sometimes they have a nice sticker on you showing you the title and the insert. It doesn't really matter. You're going to assemble this thing, throw this stuff away, and just use the insert. all the money should be spent on the insert thing that you're going to be using over and over again. You don't need to spend on packaging. I just think it's funny. We just see that beautiful Tainted Grail box a minute ago, and now we see this, and it's just like quite a contrast. Anyways, let's take a look inside here before we do a quick speed up assembly of this thing and see what we see. This is a newer insert compared to the ones I've been reviewing recently on the channel. There's some of their older designs. I'm curious to see how things have changed or improved at all. So it looks like the instructions are similar. It's just like a one-page, no steps. It's just, you know, here's the pieces. This one doesn't have arrows all over the place. It's got numbers where you just kind of like start from the bottom, put things in the base, and then move your way up, find that piece, slide it on, find the next piece, work your way from bottom to top, and put it together. Please take the elements out of the frame carefully. Glue felt on the elements before folding. It says no glue is required on the website, but I guess you don't need to glue the wood, but I guess the felt. Oh, you know what it is? I bet it's stickers, like you peel and there's like glue on the back of the felt. I don't think you need extra glue or anything. I think it's just like sticker felt, as that's what it looks like here. Yeah, I think that's what it means by that. Yeah, glue felt on the elements before folding. Yeah, we'll see how that is. We'll talk about it after. But this is it. One-page instructions, 2 sides. So obviously we'll start with number 1, put this piece together. Number 2, put this piece together. Number 3, and we'll put that piece together. So yeah, let's take a look. So we got a bunch of this felt stuff here, which is very neat. This stuff wasn't included in any of the other inserts I did, so some extra money went into this. That's for sure. And here we go. We get our first sneak peek. It comes in plastic, like it's sealed. So that fresh wood, burnt wood smell that I love so much is sealed away in some plastic here. And we'll take this out so we can get a closer look at the art. Oh, some of it's already popping out here. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I should be pulling them all out at once or some at a time, but this is a tight fit. All right. So yeah, you can see here. Let's take that piece that just popped out. Yeah, UV printed art. Oh, look at the texture on that. That is cool. That is cool. I'm sure this insert's a little more expensive because of the UV printing and the felt. Oh yeah, the pieces they just came out no problem. All right, so what I'm gonna do is put this thing together. I'm gonna speed it up quick so it should only take a minute or so of video time. And then I'll put on the screen after how long it took to build. We'll put all the components in. I'll give you my thoughts. We'll see how it looks, put it in the box and that kind of thing. So stay tuned. Okay, so I got it mainly assembled here other than the dividers. There's a whole bunch of dividers. I like the way these come in some of their inserts, and they actually describe what needs to go where. So based on your sleeving, you can put them in, and they have these little like teeth here that you can put them between, which is neat. So I'll do that when I'm putting all the components in, but they have them for all the characters and the basic cards and whatnot. But so far, this insert looks sick. I mean, look at this UV art. I wouldn't mind putting this thing out on the table nearby as we're playing it. It's not some ugly wood, plain old wood that you want to feel like it needs to be painted. It's got that nice UV print on it, showing that sweet, sweet artwork from Tainted Grail and Awakened Realms. All right, and then we have this other piece here that I originally put together at the beginning. It's a small little box, I'm assuming for tokens and whatnot. It has this thing that was in the Mage Knight Ultimate Edition insert, where you slide off this piece of plastic. Tip for you, there is plastic on both sides of this plastic. There's like a little film or whatever, there's blue or whatever on one side, and on the other side was clear. Just make sure you peel off both sides of it, so then it's it looks really nice and is really see-through and, you know, fits better. But that just goes on and kind of locks the stuff in there to help you not have your tokens fly all over the place if you move your box or put it on its side, I assume. But we're going to put everything back in here, or put everything in here for the first time. We're going to try to figure out these dividers and put all the stuff from the base box in. And then I'll show you it in the insert, and then we'll try to put it in the box. All right, so I got all the pieces in the box here. The felt is cool. The felt definitely is awesome for holding the minis, especially if you paint them. Keeps them protected. They're surrounded by wood, but the felt there creates like a barrier. They don't fit too tight like the plastic insert, so they still have a little bit of room to wiggle, which is fine. But again, they have felt to bounce off of, so it's all good. Every characters and all that sitting in there, so in the center. That's really cool. They're in the center, nice and protected. I think that's a nice touch. Just again, putting all the felt on, the instructions need work, that's for sure. So the dividers, I took off the sleeves off those few cards I had, but these are all unsleeved. I fit everything in here. I just don't know if you're sleeving these cards in tarot sleeves at all, if that's going to fit. Supposedly it does, but there's not much room there. You might need to use some like thin, cheap sleeves, like not thick like Dragon Shields, or I don't know if Dragon Shield even makes sleeves like that, but any thick sleeves. Find some nice, cheap, thin sleeves. I'm sure they'll fit in there, but that part seems like there's not a lot of room there for the larger location cards. But lots of room here in the tiny cards. Lots of space in there. Definitely you could sleeve those. And here, lots of space. Here's all the characters with their dividers. I put it all nice and tight just to show how much spare room there actually is here. So I'm assuming you could, if you're in the middle of a playthrough, we've already played through it all fully on the channel, but if you're in the middle of a playthrough, you can quickly just give yourself a bit more room in some of these, move them very quickly, put in your current character and whatever cards they've added to their deck. So as the deck expands, you can just keep moving it around and changing it. I just don't know if sleeved, if it makes it too tight and it's a little harder to move around. But unless you're playing a 4-player game where everything needs to be sleeved, I don't know. You can probably work it out. But supposedly it all fits in here sleeved. I just don't know about an in-progress playthrough, about quickly putting it in and taking it out and making sure everything's easily set up and put away based on where you are in your playthrough and what cards are in your deck and that kind of thing. So you could probably work something out with your own dividers if needed. And then I just put the other like basic cards and the other dividers for revealed locations, that kind of stuff, and these cards. Since I'm not in the middle of a playthrough right now, I just threw them off to the side for now here. But on the other side, you have cards laying down. So you have all your encounters, your events, your story events, and the weather and all that kind of stuff is all in here. And again, this much room is spare. I put it nice and tight to show you that there's this much room to spare if you don't sleeve, but if you sleeve, tons of room here. So I believe them when they say if it's sleeve cards. So that's the majority of the insert, it's all here. The other part is this side little token tray. So there's your tokens in there with a nice clear lid that kind of snaps in. You have your dials, your dice, all your tokens in there. You got your little cubes all fitting in here. Extra room in there, a little bit of extra room. But yeah, and the dials are in there standing up, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so now I'm going to try to figure out how to put this all together with the boards and the books and whatnot. And they say check out the website images to figure that out. Another thing where it's kind of like, you know, you spend quite a bit of money on these inserts and you would assume that they would come with, you know, instructions how to put the stuff in the box, but they don't. They tell you to go look at their marketing images on the website, which I've linked down below. so you can see how everything should go in the box, but yeah, that's just how it is. All right, so this little tray just kind of goes in, this token tray just goes in here to beside these cards. And then supposedly these just kind of go in here. Oh, I can see the wood. It's kind of cut out, so you can just slide all this stuff in there. Yeah, that's all the images really show you. So the rest is just you putting it in the box. I'm sure everything just goes. Oh, we have handles actually. We have handles. Let's use the handles and try to put it in the box so we don't destroy the box. Boom. See, we can remove it. Let's see if we can remove it. Yeah, all right. Handle's working good. Okay, so let's throw in some books and maps and whatnot. Now, see, here's the problem. This little art book. I don't know. Probably, it'd be all right. I'm not going to put the art book in. It would hold the box open just a slight tad. But maybe you could move stuff around so it fit a little better. But let's just put in the stuff that comes in the game by default. And let's throw the lid on. All right, lid fits perfect. Yep, lid goes all the way down. No problem. No problem. Sweet deal. So yeah, definitely a cool insert. Definitely fits everything in there nice and snug. Looks like it's good for setup and teardown of your game sessions, I would assume. Again, I'm not in the middle of a playthrough right now, so I can't put that through its paces. We've already played through it on the channel. Link in the description if you want to watch that playthrough series. But yeah, that's a look at the insert. So accept it's a high quality, awesome looking insert. I love the art around the outside, but just, man, those instructions and putting the felt on, definitely take your time with it. You'll figure it out. Hopefully in future revisions of it, they'll put the numbers on both sides of pieces of wood that need stickers on both sides. That's the only improvement I can see here. Otherwise, it's a fantastic insert. I love the adjustability with the card trays. You can just switch those dividers around as you need. As you're playing and saving and sleeving and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. But that's a look at the e-Raptor insert. So if you'd like more information on this e-Raptor insert for Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, you can check the link in the description below. Head on over to the retailer's product page for more of that. At the time of this recording, when I was checking it out, it's actually on sale right now. I don't know how long that's on for, but at the time of this recording, it's on sale. Also, just a tip. I noticed a lot of you watching these e-Raptor reviews want to know the shipping from Poland and the costs and whatnot. A little tip for you, scroll down to the bottom of the website I've linked in the video description. They have a list of retailers based on continent. So there are some local board game stores, some online retailers that do sell these e-Raptor inserts that may be local to you or have better shipping rates or free shipping on certain amounts of orders. So check that out, see if your local retailer sells these products if you're interested in getting them before purchasing them from the main site. Again, we did play through the whole series of Tainted Grail. If you're just new to this channel and you want to check out our playthrough series, I've linked that down in the description below. We do lots of playthrough videos on this channel of big, cool games like Tainted Grail. And thanks again to our Patreon supporters for supporting the channel. If you'd like to become a supporter, link is down there below also. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.